So you guys been wanting me to change the theme song sound quality, but I'm gonna keep the same song. So here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Just how she plays them, and she does that. She does it with the cat. Does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. Hopefully that fixed the audio. Crazy Cat does not own any of these pictures or books or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational purposes, so the people who watch them learn a little bit something when they do it. Hopefully that fixed the audio. Like Solly did all those years ago. No, I don't want to do this. I'm scared of this thing. Be more of it. So we got the new Game of Thrones spinoff, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode that aired last night. But I decided to wait till the next morning to watch it. So let's get started with what happened to it. So we got a squire wanting to be knight. Definitely have to rewatch Knight's Tale because this series is giving me vibes from it. And so that's probably what I'm going to be reviewing this week for my movie. So Duncan is the knight that he was serving died and beaten him every time he did something he wasn't supposed to, even when somebody else ate the pie and he got blamed for it. And he's going to try to become a knight for I think the Baratheons family. He's going to go to King's Landing, but he goes by one of the Baratheons. You remember from Game of Thrones? He's probably related. I think he's related to Robert, the one who was king during the Game of Thrones time at the very beginning of the season, at the end of the show. So, because he has the deer, even has like a crown shaped as the antlers of a deer. He goes there to ask for one of the people to speak for him so he can become like Sir Morgan, who knew his former master. And he stops at a bar where one of the somebody who woke up and says, "I had a dream about you," and walks away. And he meets a stable boy named Egg, who wants to be his squire. At first, he kind of turns him down, but eventually, by the end of this episode, he allows him, since he while he was off gained supper and dancing and seeing a play that had a fake dragon in it. The boy got his camp ready for him and caught fish while he was gone and take care of his horses. And so he proved himself to be a good squire and allowed him to stay, even though he didn't ask him to do all this. So he tried to get the night that he was asking to vows for him. He was drunk and he was napping from his being drunk, and asking a couple ladies and night ladies there he's awake or not. But no, there it is. One's pretending to be dead and make him tell him he's sad. And then he meets probably a king or one of the king's brothers, or one of the lords, who is a Baratheon, who's having a party and thought he would come here to kill him, but nope, he just wants to eat supper. And they both do a weird dance together, do a funny dance together, and he allows him to wear his crown while they're talking and telling him I can't help you come tonight because you don't have anything to offer me. So he didn't help, and he also watched it another night. Beat practice with his squire, and they asked him to help sword fight with it. Nope. He said he ends up walking away. By the end of the episode, it ends with him ready to go to King's Landing, but he's, I don't know how long that's gonna take him to get there. But yeah, let's see what else. Right now it's just him basically at a party and asking for a night to let him come one, but this one's way too drunk to even pay attention for 2 minutes. This one had a couple funny moments, like when they kept going back to all those where he said he did Nightmare before he died, and he probably most likely didn't. He was lying, even though he says, "I have a raven and a tree to vouch for me." You have everyone else to vouch for you. I'm kicking you. So I had probably give this one a 7 out of 10. It was funny, a couple moments. The next episode it's gonna be next week on a Sunday probably. So let me see. Next episode will be the January 25th. Okay. On Sundays. I've not read this book yet. I might eventually. Is this one that another one he has not completed that leaves the R.R. Martin does not know how to complete stories. He writes books, but he doesn't complete the series. Leaves it for nobody else, and makes the people who want to adapt them to come to their own ideas, and then the world hates it because they don't know what to write. Hopefully this is not like that. That same problem, but yeah. Like I said, probably gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. So I'll see you guys later. I'm not beating the game I'm playing yet, but I'm gonna beat eventually before Resident Evil 9 comes out. So yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Now, if you guys subscribe to me, it doesn't cost you anything. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Well, we'll watch the next episode. And the weird thing, I forgot. The weird thing is they did play the music at the very end, but it was really weird. But they played it for 2 seconds, yay, we're gonna hear it, and then they stopped playing it. It would be really cool if they actually did a theme, but they're probably gonna wait till next episode just to show you the theme music. So yeah. So yeah, bye.